Good morning, everyone. Sorry I am 45 seconds late this morning. I thought I could make it to a closet where I've seemed to have lost a knife, and I thought it might have been in there, but I didn't make it back in time. Mr. Drummer, Mr. B. Shady, Mr. TC Blades, good morning, gentlemen. Hope you're doing well on this Tuesday. I have got a knife that is a very weird knife that I've not seen in a long time. I've actually got two of them, and I've not seen either one of them, and I have no clue where it's at. I'm actually still looking around as we speak, hoping it might jump out at me. It's in a huge box, and it's a huge knife, but yet it is remaining elusive. So I have no clue what I've done with it. And I guess it's not all that important of a knife if I don't know where it is. It's a totally weird knife. I was wanting to bust it out this morning because I'm in a totally weird mood, but oh well. I'm sure the volume on my microphone is acting weird because I'm moving around quite vigorously. I did find one knife per se. Not really a knife, but something I wanted to ask y'all about sometime. Oh well. Keep it scale, stupid. You made it early this morning. Mr. Ron Crow, still addicted. Morning. Still addicted. Yes, sir. I actually responded to your comment. And I sent you a link to the picture that you should have, I don't know if you, I asked you if you saw my Reddit post or the picture that I sent. But yes, I did respond to you, Mr. Still Addicted. I watched that video this morning. Good video, by the way. Yeah, so let's start off this video and get the prelims out of the way really quick. What I carried last night. So as you see on the table, the Cortex did not make it to 4 days in a row. This is what I had in my front pocket last night. The Wee Trogon. Super cool knife. Super cool milling on it. Just another one of Wee's great knives. A lot of people like this knife. It's very comfortable in the hand. Doesn't seem like it'd be as comfortable as it is with the handle being kind of small, but it is. Got great action, of course, like most all Wees do. Had that in the front pocket, and then in the back pocket, I had my Wee sword fin, swift fin, sword fin. Swift fin. High fin. Sword fin. Swift fin. It's the Meads collabo, whichever one that is. I think it's the sword fin. Swift fin. I'm going to go with sword fin as my final answer, and yes, I was right. All right. So I had that in my back pocket. This one has actually been asked to be sold or to be bought by quite a few people because they don't really make this version. This happens to be the lightning anode version that got bead blasted. And this actual knife came with an autographed box from Meads. So I guess somebody picked it up at a blade show where he was present and got him to sign it. Or maybe they sent it to him to get him to sign it. I don't know. But when I received it, it talked about the box being autographed by Mr. Meads. So that's cool. Piece of paraphernalia. It is an awesome knife. The bead blast finish on it is excellent. Yeah, so you can't really find this version of this knife. You can find the lightning anode one and get somebody to bead blast it for you and turn out like this knife. Still addicted. I'll show you real quick. If you go to the I think I sent you a link, but if you go to the Brown website, there is a picture that shows Cortex adjustment screws. So there's a picture on the Brown Knives website right here that shows you the pins and shows you what each one of them does. One of them adjusts the lockup of the knife, and the other one is the detent pin. And I'm not sure if you can see the little red text, but it says, the lock pin says rotate clockwise to decrease lockup engagement and counterclockwise to increase lockup engagement. And then the detent pin says rotate clockwise to increase detent and counterclockwise to decrease detent or eliminate any lash. So I'm guessing you said you stripped it out. Maybe I'm guessing you went clockwise a little bit. It also says in this article that you shouldn't have to go more than about 5 degrees. It says minor adjustments are needed. So 5 degrees. And then it shows how to do it on the mini FSD also. So yeah, there's that. And I'm not sure. A lot of people were using Torx bits, and they will fit, but they will only touch on the corners of the Torx, whereas these 1.3 millimeter hex Allen keys will touch on the sides of that hole. So you might pick up one of these and it will solve your strip problem. I've got 5 of them. I would be happy to send you one. That's why I bought these, because you can't get that screw. You can't get to that screw with a lot of bits because of the size. Unless you use one of these. So that's why I bought a 5-pack off Amazon. They're 1.3 millimeter hex. Because I know exactly what you're talking about. When you go to lay the, you can't get the bit. The bit lays right against the blade, and you can't get a driver on there necessarily. So these, I'd be happy to send you one. I could probably send it in a letter and just use a stamp. I got these off of Amazon, but I don't need five of them. So, or however many I got. Looks like there's 6. I thought I bought a pack of 5, but they sent me 6. Sure, they're $6.99. Just go to Amazon and type in 1.3 millimeter hex, I believe. Let's see. Amazon 1.3 millimeter hex. And there's a 6-pack right here. I guess $4.99 is what I paid for the 6-pack. They say they're for 3D printer kits, but that's exactly what you need. Yeah, man, I could probably put it in an envelope and get it through without having to use like $5 or $6 postage. I could probably just use a stamp. I could put it in a piece of heavy paper, put it with a stamp. So I've got your address from when I sent you the knife, so I'll send you one. unless you want to pay $5 on Amazon. I mean, it's up to you. It's whatever. I'll send you one, and you can order them. All right. So next, since we were talking about the Wii's that I had, um, there's a sale going on right now on a website called Tennessee Cutlery, maybe. I put the link in the Discord under links. Yeah, TennesseeCutlery.com. For a few more hours, they're having a sale with 25% off of all Civivis and Wii's. So if there's been an expensive Wii that you've been looking for, I think it'll still work. Let's check it out. But like, I almost bought a Wii Solid last night and a Wii Ator. There's a few of the higher end Wii's that I would like to have 25% off of. So for instance, like I wanted this Wii Solid right here. So I added it to cart and I went to checkout. And the code is CW25. Let's see if it's still working. It was only 12 hours was left. But yes, it dropped it from 450 to 337. So the Ator, let's see what it, and if you look around, you can't get one for 337 on any site. I checked prices against the best of them. And I believe this exact knife, if I highlight the number here on the Wii site, it's a lot more than 450 even. But let's check it out. This version right here on the Wii site is 530. So you can go from 530 to 337, which is a pretty good value. Good morning, Doc Seuss. So let's remove that out of the cart and add the Ator and see what it comes up to. So, of course, the version I would get would be, let's see, polished bead blast or dark gray. I'd get the bead blasted one if it was me, but that's just me. It's a little 374. Oh, it's out of stock, so I wouldn't get it there. People must have jumped on that. Looks like the only two available are the lightning anode one and the dark one. So let's take the higher priced one. Man, I just don't like those circles in the middle. But anyway, 378, it brings it down to 283. So if you really want a brand new one, I did not order that Kubi Eclipse Integral. I did order some knives last night though. I will show y'all those here in a second. B Shady, you don't like Wii knives? Man, have you owned one? Because I would say just about all of them are worth owning, but that's my opinion. So I did not buy that Eclipse. I don't even know. I think we looked at it, but let's look at it again. Is it on KB Knives, I'm guessing? Eclipse. I did not. Do they have it on White Mountain Knives? I hate every site has a pop-up now. So they do have it, but it's sold out. Looks like they have the gold and black one and the black and black one. So the code should be automatically applied when you apply it to cart. We take this Tuya Wolf out of here. Yeah, it brings it down to 248 with my code instead of the whatever the crazy price was, 223 actually. With my code. You got the gold and black. Yeah, yeah, aesthetic. So you don't like either one of the aesthetics of the knives I put on the table there. You don't like the lines of them or something? It's kind of different. Because they have, quite a few different aesthetics on them. They have, you can get just about any kind of blade shape you want, any kind of color you want. You can get nice ones with inserts and ano and carbon fiber and cool blade shapes, and designers like you can get some smaller ones. You can get like some Christensen design knives. Like, I would think you would like the riffraff, the aesthetics of the riffraff. Even if you didn't like some of the other cleaner lines, that Christensen, and then like the Thug has some really cool blade grind, and Thug XL, it's got some super cool blade grind. They make a Elementum, that's a Wii version. They make some like super light ones out of carbon fiber that are like gentleman's knives. So I don't know. They make quite a few different varieties, but I would think you would like the Christensen with that harpoon. It's super comfortable too, the riffraff. I lightning anode that scale. But anyway, to each his own, Everybody doesn't have to like every brand. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm not trying to like convince you like that to buy one, but just don't let your just give them a chance, I guess is what I'm saying. Maybe. But they're having that sale right now, which is super cool. Which brings me to a keep it scale stupid. Yes, sir. We has budget models. It's called Civivi. Knives are life. Good morning, Mr. Sir. Yeah, keep it scale stupid. Civivi is their budget line. That's we. So all those codes. The sale is 25% off on TennesseeCutlery.com. Let's see, where was I? Yeah, TennesseeCutlery.com. The code is CW25. All the Civivis and Wiis are on sale. So if you want an Ator or a Solid or the Cybernetic, there was 5 or 6 that I actually added to cart last night. And that's CW25 code. But it also works on all the Civivis right now. So if you want, any model Civivi right now, like let's say the brazen button lock, if you add it to cart, it's 63 and it takes it down to 47 with the code. Um, so yeah, so there's a lot of keep it scale stupid. Uh, um, yeah, they have a lot of crossover models too between Wii and Civivi, that they do both of them, like the Elementum, and there's a few more. Uh, but I believe Wii is the largest Chinese manufacturer of knives. I think I looked that up not long ago, and that was the case, uh, because of owning Civivi and Sincut. So I bought a few knives last night, including an Integral. And the Integral I bought is this one right here. TennesseeCutlery.com knives are live. Biff Malibu, you are correct. Sincut would be the ultra budget line, but Civivi is the budget line, and Sincut is almost a budget line of Civivi. Incursion. Let's see. I'm not sure if they have the Incursion. Incursion. I don't think so. If it's unless it's the only ones on that sell are the Civivi. I'm not sure if they even carry. Let's see if they carry Sincut. Yeah, I don't even think they carry Sincut. It looks like they only carry Civivi and Wii. But what I was talking about, the one I bought last night, the Integral, is this one, the Liang Ma L1 with a jigged titanium scales. These are terrible pictures. These are the ones the guy sent me. There's the back of it. There's the blade. A little bit better picture of it there. So originally, this knife, and I think I posted some actual better pictures from their website. Let's see. Yeah, so right here are some pictures from their website. Look a lot better. Originally, I think this knife was $550, which is pretty pricey and out of my price range, really. But I happened to find this one that the guy says it looks like the blades never cut anything. And as you can see from those pictures I showed, it doesn't have any marks on it. And I got it for $280. So you can't beat that, getting a $550 knife for $280. Somehow I always find the deals. I don't know, I get lucky. I guess it's some of that decent karma coming back towards me. The second knife I bought last night, I've been looking for a long time, and I even mentioned it on the chat. And that is the SLT from John Gray that matches the GPB1 that I showed a few streams back. Giant pivot on it. A lot of people won't like that. That's fine. I wanted it to go with my GPB1. I'm a big fan of Kaiser's. So, good morning, Ed. Good morning, Biff, by the way. So I wanted it to go with my GPB1. So I found one finally. The pivot grows on you after you have it for a while. It also serves as the lock stop, whatever you call it, the over travel stop. Sorry, but cool knife. And then the third one I got was this one, which is a Miller Brothers clone with actual Z-Wear steel. It's the nicer version of this clone. And this is a big overbuilt knife that some people will like and some people will hate. We got to talking about overbuilt knives yesterday. So this one is 9.5 inches long and the blade is 4.25 inches long. And I got a great deal on it as well. It's not your typical normal knife, I agree, and it's kind of more of a conversation starter. The originals are $2,500, $3,000. They make more fixed blades than they do folding knives, Miller Brothers. So, there's that. But yeah, so I bought those 3 last night. What are y'all carrying today? What do y'all have in the pockets today? Oh, I had a question. Does anybody have one of these? The lighters? You can see that flame. That are also the OTF. The OTF lighters. Random weird knife that has been sitting beside me every single day that I've done this live stream. It's been sitting beside me, but yet I've never broke it out and asked y'all if y'all had one. The Supercell and the Tall Boy, huh? That's a great combo. Yeah, it does look like an apocalypse knife. I like this little Kaiser. Yeah, I smoke, unfortunately, so I don't ever use this lighter, though. But it does have butane in it. I think possibly, yeah, let me show that picture of that Fenrir you got yesterday, Mr. Ed. Believe you posted it, if I'm correct. I believe it is up here, right here. So, yes, sir. That knife does not have an Edyard on it, and it needs one. Ed, you might know the answer to this. So, as you know, I'm a fan of Kunwu knives. It's a Sever 7. It's supposed to only last like 12 more hours. So I'm not sure if it'll still be available tomorrow, but this is another one. Gentlemanly knife. Tactile Maverick. This is that one that guy gifted me for helping him choose some knives that I thought he might like. I haven't used it much, so I'm not used to the crossbar lock on it yet, but it's pretty smooth. There were some issues with this knife, but I think I got a good one. The one I do have is one of 20 in this color, this titanium color. Yeah, a guy gave it to me for free. I know I've talked about that before. But my question for Ed was, I like Kunwu knives, and I've got the Pulsar XL, and the Django XL. And I was kind of confused because I want another one of their extra large versions. So I thought I wanted the X Padre, but I believe the X Padre and the compadre have the same size blade length. So do you know which other Kunwus are as large as the Django XL and the Pulsar XL? Do you know if the X Padre is what I need to get, or the compadre? I know one of them curves. I believe that's the compadre. I believe it curves more. I'm not really worried about the blade shape. I just want the one more larger, the largest other Kunwu besides these two. So do y'all know the answer to that question? I don't want an Excalibur. And that has nothing to do with it being made by yeah, the Excalibur. Yeah, it's not because of MC making it, but how large is it? D King, what are the 3 largest Kunwu knives? That's the question. I believe I've got 2 of them. Yeah, the compadre, I don't know why I once called it. I guess the X Padre is because of the lock on it, but it's basically the same as the Padre in size. And I'm wondering if the Gringo is the other one that I need to get. I believe, the Django XL and the Pulsar XL, I believe, are 2 of the 3 biggest. The S-Tau 2, the Gringo is a good size. Yeah, I almost bought a Gringo the day they dropped. Blade is 3.58 on the Excalibur. That's a good size. I just don't like the clip. And the Chad, I like the Chad, but I'm not sure how long the blade is on the Chad. I'm wondering if the X-Tau, no, that's the lock, I guess, so that would be the crossbar lock. I need to do a little more research, I guess. I'm very capable of getting on there and figuring out blade lengths, so I don't know why I'm relying on y'all to answer my question. The Excalibur has a new clip, drummer. Well, that's cool. Because I've heard lots of people don't like that clip because of how it doesn't go in and out of the pocket very well. Kunwu Crew. What is that about? Should we go check it out? Jackass Crew pre-order. Stiffy D. Yeah, it looks like a big knife, and I probably would like it. That's a lefty, but... So this is a page specifically for this knife, huh? That's cool. I guess I need to get the reverse tucks to match my other 2. So I would be getting this version. Uh, 3.58 inch. So let's quickly go look at the others. And I don't know. I don't like Kunwu's website. I don't like how they don't have they have a weird website. kind of like click here and click here, and we're not going to really give you a list of the knives unless you figure out where you're supposed to scroll. So how long is the blade on this? 3.66 inch. Okay, so the Gringo is bigger than the Excalibur. Then the S-Tau 2 is 3.44 inch. So far the Gringo would be the next biggest. Let's see what else we got down here. It might be the Gringo that I need to get. So there's the Django XL. There's the lefty. Okay, the Compadre has a 2.95 inch. So it is definitely smaller, and I don't know that I like the curve on it. But they do have a reverse tux version. And then the regular Padre is 3.34, so the Gringo is still bigger than it. And then the X Padre is 3.34 inch, so it's the same. It's just got a different lock. All right, there's the compact Chad. How big is the Geezer? 2.95 inch. Then we have the regular Chad. How big is it? 3.77 inch. So there it is. I thought I liked the Chad. Did they make a reverse tux Chad? Does not look like they do. So I would have to buy two of them. The carbon fiber one and the diamond tie one. I'm just kidding. I would probably get this one just because it matches the scales of my other two. So the Chad is bigger than the Gringo, but the Gringo is a cooler knife. I mean, the Chad's a nice knife. I almost bought a Giga Chad. I had a wild hair up my ass and I almost got that one day. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna look for a Chad and a Gringo. Because if I get the Chad, it's a different kind of knife. Let's make sure that something like the Tau is a 3.46, so it's pretty big too. I guess that's about it. The X Tau 3.54, so it is a little longer with that lock. All right, well I guess we worked through that. So it's either a Chad or a Gringo, 3.77 or 3.66. Looks like we're getting some pictures uploaded to the Discord, so let's go look over there. In fact, I meant to show. Reason I asked Ed the question is because he posted a Kunwu over the night. Yeah, the Chad is a different kind of knife, so I think I need to get the Gringo and the Chad if I want the big ones. But yeah, that's the one Ed posted over the night. And then Nick posted that one, which is a super cool knife. And a cool pen. And a cool picture. And then Mr. TC just posted that with the Damasteel. That's an awesome looking Shadow Fire. Yes, still addicted. I will ship it to you. I'll put it in an envelope and hopefully it makes it to you. But I've got enough that if it doesn't, I mean, it would cost me $5 in shipping unless I put it in an envelope, and you can buy them for $5 off Amazon. So, but I will send you one in an envelope. And there's Ed popping up another picture. Be shady. All right. If anybody would like to come up and talk like Sever7 did yesterday, you're welcome to anytime. If you've got Skype, you can join. I think Ed might pop on and show us some stuff here in a little while once he gets settled. But yeah, if anybody else would like to come up, you're welcome to. I guess here are some pictures of Ed's kunwoos. Or kunwoo. I believe that's all the same knife. No, unless that one's different. So yeah, be shady. Thank you, sir, for being here. If we're still around later, pop back in. Yeah, Ed, I don't know. Unless you have something specific, like, it's on your mind. I don't care. Show us you got some collections of knives you want to show us? I can show you my Freeman Knives Voodoo that's got a different label than your Tuya Knives Voodoo. It's the Freeman Knives version when he was making it before Tuya took it back over because they were the OEM on it. Sever7, this one. This is I'm sure you're asking about this one because I'm sure you know what that one is. This is the Bestech Supersonic. Super cool knife. Yeah, you could show some of the new ones you got too. Yeah, this is a Bestech Supersonic Sever7 that I got for a heck of a deal. I'm not sure what they actually cost new. Oh, they still have the Freeman logo even on the Tuya ones. Oh, that's cool. Bestech Supersonic. Excuse me, I need to drink some water. So, looks like the version I have is that one. It's $208. I believe I got mine. Oh, somebody joined the Skype. Must be Mr. Ed. I'm getting feedback in from my video in my ear, but that's all right, Ed. I think I got mine for $70 or $80. I can't remember exactly what I paid for it.
I can't reach the internet right now. Check your modem or router connections and try again.
Okay, Google.
I can't reach the internet right now. Check your modem or router connections and try again.
Okay, now you got to shut up. That's pretty funny. I was going to go check and see what I actually paid for it. Oh, be shady? That was at the beginning of the video. I carried my two Wii's that I had out earlier, the sword fin and the whatever the other one was, the Trogon. It's weird hearing my voice in my head 30 seconds after I say it through Ed's speaker. Uh, yeah, Ed, if you do come on video here in a minute, you're gonna have to turn down the volume of whatever you're watching the video through. I don't even know if Ed can hear me. Oh, we got a good shot from Ed though. All right, let's bring Ed back in, or in period. Let me pop him in. Are you ready, Ed? Well, the video looks good, so that's cool. Except it's tiny and in the corner right now. Let me bring it full screen. Whoops. Let's see. Skype. Nope. Yeah, Skype. Full screen. Boom. We got Ed. We got audio. It's all you, Ed.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Can everybody in the chat hear Ed?
You got to bear with me. I'm in the middle of making a lanyard.
Oh, you're fine.
Let's see. What can I show you? I'll show you the Artisan Mastiff. You want big knives? Here's a big one for you.
Yep. That one looks cool. I like that blue. And that's the Mastiff, like the dog?
Yep. Absolutely.
Are you making a lanyard for your new Fenrir?
Yep. That's what I'm making right now. I'm almost done with it.
Well, heck, you could put the camera on that and show finishing off a lanyard.
Whoop, uh-oh. I think I lost a bead. No, I didn't. Yeah, it's not done yet. Where are we at here? Focus! My focus needs more focus. I might change it. I don't know. This is the first step. The wolf on there. Except I don't have any more wolf tips, which is what I wanted to put on it. Unfortunately, I make so many lanyards, I run out of beads. And then I gotta buy more beads. And then I run out of beads. And then I gotta buy more.
Don't run out of beads.
I I run out of them all the time. I got more coming today and next week, I think. But here's a good.
Sever 7.
See where I'm at here. I can show you finishing off with the smaller runner bead.
Yep.
Burning that.
Gabe Harlan just asked, no diamond knot on it?
No, just standard snake knots. Like I say, I might change this one. I have to see how it fits and how it lays in the pocket. I'm just jonesing to put a lanyard on it right now.
Yeah, your OCD is kicking in and it won't let you live much longer without it having a lanyard.
And I didn't carry it because I didn't have time to put a lanyard on it yesterday.
Yep, that would be a travesty.
I was actually waiting for a knife, but I think the address got goofed up, which is no big deal. It happens. Should be coming today from Sever 7.
Oh, yeah?
And I'm dying to get it.
The annex?
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah.
All right. Just focus. It needs more focus.
So Fenrir means wolf, doesn't it?
Yeah. So all of them, they all have a wolf on them. This one just has the wolf tips, which I don't know if the phone camera will pick it up.
Yeah. Kind of.
And then the tenable one has the wolf head. The one that I'm doing now, I had to steal the wolf off of another knife, but that knife doesn't need a wolf. It's going to get something else. Sheepdog. I'll probably put like a crazy pumpkin or something like that on that one.
What about the ones you bought from oh my god, I'm having a brain freeze.
From Freddie?
Yeah, Fred.
So Freddie, I got the most recent was the Latama Virtue, which I was going to send back to him, but when I was going to package it up, I took it out to make sure I had it packaged right so the lanyard wouldn't scratch it, and started playing with it and said, screw it, I'm going to keep it.
Oh yeah. Hey, Sever7 asked a question. He said, what email do you use for your mail? Because that's what he said that's what I need to correct the address.
Oh, I gave him all three of my emails in the message. I tried to get on to UPS, but it wouldn't take my email. I finally got on there, and it wouldn't let me do anything with the address. That's why I messaged him. I didn't know if he had better ability because he shipped it, if he was able to.
Do you know what email you finally got in with? I think that's might be what he needs.
I honestly don't remember. It might have been my Gmail one. But I checked the tracking, and it said that there was an address change, and it's out for delivery today. So
okay.
I think whatever he did, he must have got it fixed.
All right, that's awesome.
The other one from Freddie, the most recent, was this one, which is it's basically American clone, roughly.
Right.
American knives, but it's got a brand name, JEA Brother.
Yeah,
Brother.
That's an Amazon brand.
Yeah, I've seen them on Amazon. It's nice. I like it. It's a little bit smaller profile than the other one I have, which was
yeah, the Ultimatum. Is that like a mini Ultimatum, maybe?
I mean, they're roughly the same length. It's just that this one, like I say, the profile it's a little bit smaller profile.
Yeah.
This one's a little bit beefier, kind of.
There's one guy on the Chinese Knives subreddit that just will not stop posting pictures of his Ultimatum like clones. He's posted
nice.
he's posted like 15 posts with the same knife. Like
6-leaf. I'm pretty sure it's 6-leaf. They've got a couple. I mean, they're all made by the same manufacturer, so they all come from the same place.
Hey, Sever7 said he needs a code that they just sent to your email, Cato, the Gmail one.
Yep, give me 2 seconds.
All right. While he's checking that, there was something I wanted to. Oh yeah. Ed, I'm going to show a video real quick that I was going to show a minute ago while you're getting that. So I got a knife. Whoops. That's why I wanted the camera. I remember there was a reason. So I got a knife off of a guy on Instagram. It's an Asher knife. And it came labeled like this. And in the ad he had, it said the Asher Soul Flipper OD green and S35 VN for $30. So I was like, well, heck, an S35 VN Asher knife for $30, I'll take it. So I bought it. So I then went about looking up what a Soul flipper was from Asher. Well, I can't find any info on a Soul flipper from Asher. So this is the knife right here. And it has got some of the smoothest action for a liner lock or knife period. Like it just wants to fall. Like it's super smooth. And super good lockup, but it is flipper only. So I posted a video on my YouTube this morning that said, please help if you know anything about this knife. Please let me know what it is. So I was hoping that Mr. Asher himself, I know that's his son's name, but Mr. Asher Knives himself would see the video and respond to it, and he actually did. So this morning I got a notification that I had a comment on the video, and it was him saying that it is an Asher Spyro flipper, or Spiro. I say Spyro because of the game. Flipper. He said, I released those about 3 years ago in OD green and also steel blue. It's a great everyday knife. I'm just more partial to thumb studs, blade holes, and fullers. I meant to produce it again with some updates, but never got around to it. Glad you got one. Hope it serves you well. So I responded with, I was hoping the man himself would see this and reply, thanks a ton. And I said, any idea why it was called the Soul by the person I received it from? Because the guy I received it from is pretty big into knives, and so I don't know why he was told that it was the Soul, but for some reason he was, so he just kind of passed it on, I'm sure. But evidently it is just a Spyro flipper. But super cool knife. Great knife for $30 for S35 VN. So anyway, I was going to say that a minute ago. I'm going to go back to Ed now. So Ed, we're back to you.
Back to me.
I thought you got like 3 knives from
I've got quite a few.
From Fred, or 3 or 4 or something.
He sent me this, the Rosie clone.
Okay.
He sent me this one. This one I bought myself, which I anodized and then mirrored the bevels, mirrored the spine, mirrored the clip.
Oh, yeah. Do you use like a polishing wheel, or do you use sandpaper, or what?
No, I just use sandpaper.
Yeah, that's what I do too. A lot of people just have to use power tools, and I'm like, man, just sit back and relax and use some sandpaper and get it done.
For the bevels, I used the sanding drum on the Dremel just to get it down to where I wanted it, and then I used sandpaper. This came from Freddie.
Sever7 just said that was the wrong email. He said try the ATT one.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the email to come through. It hasn't come through yet.
Okay.
But this one I anodized and then mirrored it.
Oh, the flats. Yeah. Yeah, it's so weird. Some angles you look and it looks all blue, and then some angles it'll look all silver. Like when I did mine, it was pretty. A lot of people talk about the D10 on those knives not being good, but I love mine.
It's all right. I don't mind it.
Yeah, it is kind of loose, but I mean, I don't know.
It's not bad.
It probably feels like the original, you know?
Yeah, I can't really get it to catch the light where the colors are on the ends.
Is it a different color, or is it the blue?
It's purple fade from the ends in. Yeah, and then the mirroring.
Yeah, there's a guy on Reddit that did a post about getting all the original hardware to match, because the original Lamias don't have the black hardware, and there's a place you can buy the actual pivot and stuff to make it look like the original without the black.
Yeah, I'm not that worried about it.
Yeah, me neither.
This one came from Freddie. The Losha came from Freddie.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you liking it?
One, oh well, now that I've got it tuned better.
Yeah. It was kind of stiff at the beginning, wasn't it?
It's because of the lock bar, and what they're using for the lock bar stabilizer is the clip.
So did you take the clip off and bend it a little?
Yeah, I tuned the lock bar first to get it where I wanted it, and then took the clip off and bent it a little bit just to get pressure where I needed it.
That's the only bad thing about integrals is sometimes you can't if they have a lock bar insert that you can't get off, then you can't take pressure out of the lock bar sometimes.
No, you can do it. It just depends on how they have it screwed in. If it's screwed in internal, like Stan Wilson and some of those guys, they use internal screws, so there's no screws on the outside. They have special drivers that they use.
Like a
Uh,
90-degree.
yeah, it's a little like piece of bar with the end of the bit on it. Uh,
Okay.
but this Tucson, what they use is they use the graphite insert, and what
Right.
you can do, you take that graphite insert off, and there's a screw that's on the outside of the lock bar that you can take that relief off. And this one's pretty easy to take apart. It's designed like most, where the one side you pull everything out from the one side, and then you pull the blade out.
Right.
It's hard to get in there only because of the tolerance, but once you figure out how to do it, it's pretty easy. And this one I had to tune as well. The only thing is, when it drops, it's like the Padre, where no matter what you do, it cuts the crap out of your thumb. So I have to be
Yeah.
careful when I'm closing it not to let it drop, because it will slice my thumb. Same with the Padre, but this is for Tucson. This is
Oh, that reminds
probably
me.
one of the
You
best
just
ones.
reminded me of something. My sister messaged me the other day and asked me where she should sell her Tucsons that she's selling, and I forgot to tell y'all all about this because she has she has the TS she has the TS 100 integral um, and the TS 134, and she's selling both of those. She wants a lot of money for that TS 100, and I guess they're worth it.
Yeah, it depends. They're honestly, depending on what she wants for it, and what Lee would do for her, I would contact uh, Love Them Knives
Yeah,
and see what he would do for her, because him and White Mountain Knives are about the two biggest outside of D-Win on eBay. Those are the two biggest Tucson. Where I would go for Tucsons.
yeah. I told her Blade Binge or eBay, just something easy. But
Yeah, Blade Binge, eBay. I wouldn't do it. You're gonna get trashed on fees.
yeah,
Blade
I
Binge
hate
is
that.
better on fees, but
Yeah, I hate the eBay fees. Golly.
they're insane now. But that Voodoo, like I say, that Maker Mark, the Freeman is on the lock bar relief now.
Oh, okay.
So they
I
still
didn't
put it
see it
on
on the
there.
blade, so I didn't know if it was on there at all.
No, they still put it on the knife.
I thought it was like the Kubi with the one you bought. What you call it? The dang it. I'm having brain fog today. The latest one that you got that was bigger knife by John. Dang it! Hold on. The one that I showed you, the one that the pivot is different shaped on the Kubi version.
Oh, the Hoback
Yeah, yeah,
Kimro.
the Hoback. Yeah, I thought it was like one of those things with the Hoback where they didn't put the logo on it.
Well, this one's the Hoback. This one
Yeah,
isn't the Kubi,
yeah.
which I'm sure I overpaid for, but and I hate the flipper.
Is it too close? It's too far up. Yeah.
It's too small.
Oh,
That's the flipper right there.
yeah. You can barely
And
get your fingertip on
the
it, huh?
it's not enough to propel the blade, and your finger hits this,
Yeah.
which it's beveled. It doesn't hurt. You can't get no leverage in there from that. You have to really you have to really want it.
And give it some wrist
Like
or something.
It's smooth enough to do it with your finger, but you gotta hit it the right way. The finger flick off the studs works way better. Finger flick off the fuller works way better. So that's what I do. It's hard to do in front of the damn camera though.
Yeah, I'm still debating on whether I want to get a Kubi version of it.
You know what? Money wise, I would get the Kubi.
Yeah.
Same knife.
Yeah, only thing different is that pivot, like on the other side, that weird shaped.
That's the only thing that really, besides the flipper, that's really the only thing that bothers me. I'd rather have the decorative stuff on the show side.
Yeah.
But you can't do that because of the pivot. I don't think you could get that. I don't think you could get that shape in there right. Which is, it's fine. It's still a great looking knife.
Yeah, a lot of times when I don't know, I'm weird. I like the clip side of knives because for my, like, if I'm going to send one single picture of a knife, I kind of like sending the clip side because then you get to see the aesthetics of the whole knife, including the clip. But that's only if you just got one picture. So like, there's some like what are you carrying today post, and I always put clip side, and I'm weird like that, I guess. But
well, some knives, depending on the clip, it looks better to see the clip. Some of the milled clips, the way they do them, it's almost sinful not to show the clip.
Yeah.
Like everything on the top here is clip up only because if I put it clip down, it lays funny.
Right. Sever7 said he just messaged you again. Not sure what. I guess. Yeah. Hey Sever, can you do me a favor? Can you join this Skype call and see if the audio works good for all of us? Because I haven't had more than one person on. Do you mind joining it real quick if I can find how to find the link again? Oh, here it is. Can anybody or Sever7, if you have your stuff hooked up, can you join that link right there and see if the audio for all of us work? Because I think I might have to add another source for Skype. Good morning, Pete.
What else? What else today? Oh, I got the truffles from Fred.
I can hear you, but I don't think. Ed, can you hear him?
Yeah, I heard him.
But I don't think you're coming through to the stream. Hold on. Let me see if I can get another source. Whoops.
Well, he might have to just make sure his camera's on.
Well, I think I have to add his source to OBS, so I have two audio levels now. Go ahead and talk now, Derek.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yep, I think you're coming through now.
I can hear him just fine.
Yeah, no, I know you can because you're on the Skype call, but the OBS only... I had to add a new source and throw him up in the corner on the screen. Little Skype logo.
And this Fenrir came from Freddie, too. This one.
Hey, Ed, did you see my message, my most recent one?
I just messaged you again.
Oh,
Dad told me that last night about not being able to make changes. But today, when I checked it, or a little bit earlier today, it said, one of the messages said there was a address change made, something like that. And now it says it's out for delivery again.
does it have your, because it was the unit number it was missing. So does it have your unit number on there?
Well, I don't see that information, so I don't know.
Well, I don't see your, it looks like whenever I was using Pirate Ship, it auto-filled your zip code as your unit number, and that's what fucked it up.
Pirate Ship, it does that all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
In fact, when I sent the giveaway knife to Ed, I had the same problem with Pirate Ship. I left off his unit number, and I had to cancel that label and make a new one with his unit number.
So yeah, it might
it
say
happens.
it's out for delivery, but without that unit number, I don't know that it'll actually make it to you.
Yeah, if it doesn't show up today, I'll just give them a holler and see. I'm not bent out of shape about it. Ain't no big deal.
That's
So
a cool knife.
If it ends up coming back to me, then I'll rush ship it back to you.
Yeah, I'm not. I'll put a couple $10 or whatever back in for shipping. I don't give a shit. It don't hurt me none. I know it ain't your fault. It happens all the time.
I appreciate you being patient, man. Thank you for that.
Oh, what the hell am I? Look at the post office. Every knife that Freddie has sent me from the post office, it gets stuck in Indy for like 3 extra days.
Which sucks too, because you get excited about getting a new knife in, and then
every knife I get from that Instagram guy that I get them from gets stuck down in Georgia for 3 or 4 days the same way, and I'm like, what the hell? Like,
wild.
Indy is notoriously messed up. They've even been on the news for being as screwed up as they are. Yeah, this is a Rayot Horizon D.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's nice. That is awesome.
That I took the flipper off of. It came to me with the Tanto tip. I think whoever had it before, I got it from Mr. Eddie, and I think whoever had it before him probably broke the tip because they don't come with that. But whoever did it did a pretty damn good job. It's a professional job, so I wasn't bent out of shape at all. And it's kind of unique now because it's a Tanto.
Wow, that's a pretty pricey knife.
They're not too bad.
Yeah, I just found it on Chicago Knife Works.
The Horizon D was on Chicago Knife Works?
Yep.
I get them for a pretty good price from Eddie, and from Freddie too. Both of them are really good with, doing good pricing for the guys on the Discords.
The price on Chicago Knife Works is $341.
Yeah, for that's about average. That's not bad.
So, question for you guys, maybe you could help me out. I started freehanding hand satin on one of my blades just to practice. So I attach the sandpaper because it's just a little square. I attach that to my desk, and then I try to keep my blade straight, and then I just rub it across this 150 grit, and I start to get a hand satin, but I have a hard time keeping the same angle, which just makes the blade look all scratchy.
I can tell you exactly what to do. I'm going to swing the phone around because I'm going to show you exactly what you can do. So, it's the same thing I showed Paul. Let me get you down to my little desk here. Well, what you can do is, for sanding, get yourself a piece of wood, small thin piece of wood. You got your sandpaper on a flat surface. You take this. What do I got?
Oh, and you use the scales to slide along to keep it the same always.
Yeah.
Or?
So that's So to get straight lines.
Oh, that looks gorgeous.
Depending on where you want the line to lay, this one, I took the scale off and I put that edge of the scale up against that piece of wood, and I just hold it up against it and I do my rub back and forth.
That's so smart.
The only difference with the blade is if you're doing the flats or if you're doing the edge, the bevel. So the grind, if you're doing that and you're doing it crosswise or doing it down, that's going to determine how you do that. If you're doing a flat grind, it's easier. If you're doing a hollow grind, the best thing to do, so if I'm doing the bevels, I do it by hand. But if you can't do it, if you don't want to do it, or you're afraid you're going to cut yourself, take a couple of towels, put them under your sandpaper, so when you're doing it, it's going to curve up into the blade.
Oh, okay.
And that'll work for either direction. So if you have a hollow and you want to do your rub this way, it's easier because you're going with the hollow. This way, you want it to curve up and just maintain the same You know, if you got to put it up against a block of wood, it's a little bit harder. Like I say, I do it freehand.
I'm sure it's something that
Most of
just
the
gets
time,
easier the more times you do it.
you just yeah. I grew up in a saw shop. I've been dealing with knives my whole life, so stuff like that. I know how to do it because I've been doing it. And most of that shit we did by hand. You know, we had machines, but most of that was for chipper blades and saw blades and chainsaws and retipping circular saw blades and mower blades, all that kind of shit.
Is 150 working good for you, Sever?
Yeah, as far as putting the hand satin on, yeah.
Yeah.
It seems to cut through pretty smoothly.
And the other thing you can do that will help, not only help your motion, but it'll help the sandpaper not really bite into the steel, but it'll help like guide the grain into the steel. Spray it with WD-40. Spray your sandpaper with WD-40.
Oh, okay. And what does that do? It just makes the glide easier?
It'll make it glide easier, and what it'll do, like on the Chavez, that after anodized took about maybe 20 seconds.
Holy hell! So wait, did you have to anodize that, or is that just what it looked like after the hand satin?
So I darkened the ano. It was already anodized. I darkened it a little bit because I knew I was going to take it off. So that made the color of this is the normal color. I had to darken it a little bit so that when I did it, it didn't take that color away. It still stayed strong enough that you could see the lines.
And how'd you darken it?
Just anodize it. DC power supply.
I still need to figure that out. Order a power supply, and I know anodizing's not hard, but I just haven't done it yet.
It's that's the thing. Like I say, I've been doing it my whole life. I can do it with my eyes closed. The clip, I did the hand rub and then anodized the fade on it.
Yeah, that looks really good.
Actually, what did I just do? Man. Well, yeah, the Rosie. This one was a little bit easier. I just darkened the ano so I wouldn't strip the color off the middle, and then re-anodized the ends so there's a little bit of a fade to it. I don't know if it'll show up, but then all of the mirroring I did the main cut down with the Dremel with the standing drum on the Dremel, and then finished it by hand. And the spine on the blade I mirrored by hand, which that's super easy. It takes you like not even a minute.
So what grit paper do you use just on the back of the blade? Like 1,500, 2,000, 1,000?
20,000.
You said 20,000?
Yeah.
Wow.
Between 10 to 20. The clip was 20, and then the ano. I'm trying to think of what
do you use WD-40 for that, or do you use water?
These I don't use anything. I just do it dry.
Oh, you just do it dry?
Yeah.
Modifying knives is fun.
Choils, but what's that?
I said modifying knives is fun.
I'm so used to doing it. Like I say, I've been doing it forever.
So let me ask you this: there's a concept deadite, and there's one version of it where the bottom half of the scale is lightning ano, and I don't like that. I want to remove that. And lightning ano, I get that mixed up with heat ano, but one of them you can remove with
lightning ano is heat ano.
Yeah, that's done with heat and
ferric chloride.
Ferric chloride.
So how do you know if you can take it off or not?
So if it's done with electricity, you can use an etchant to take it off. But if it's done with heat, you're going to have to use sandpaper.
Yeah, you have that. Most lightning ano you have to sand off, which doesn't hurt the material. Sanding it off, it's you're not removing much. You're just taking the color off.
Yeah, and the actual easiest way to do that is to use like a bead blast setup. I mean,
Yeah.
it's way quicker and it gives you a better texture a lot of times too. I mean, because you don't necessarily want everything super shiny like on your knives, and if you sand it off, it's going to be shiny.
So any shiny ano or mirrored, that's after it's done. I mirror it after it's done. You don't want it to be mirrored when you're doing it. It doesn't come out right.
Yeah.
Got it. So you mirror it after the ano and stuff is done?
Yeah.
So that's why you're using such a high grip, the 20,000, so it won't take the ano off. It just polishes it.
Yeah. Usually, depending on what I'm doing to polish, I'll use between 8,000 to 20,000, depending on how I want it.
And also, Sever, you can also use those wheels that I showed to polish with flint, with flits or whatever that stuff's called, to where, and that won't take the ano off either because all you're using is like a cloth pad to polish.
Do either of you guys have a bead blast setup?
No, I don't. I do everything by hand.
I've got a cabinet. I just haven't got. I haven't bought the media yet, but I really want to. Like, I've got to, because there's so many knives that I want to like bead blast. And the bead blast finish, you can, if you use the aluminum oxide and a mix of the regular media that you buy at Harbor Freight, you can get some really cool finishes, like with nice grip and nice texture, and you can get some cool stuff. And it looks awesome when you do the blades too.
I'll try to sand it down and then have one of you guys ano it for me. That's a cool knife, Ed.
That's a Tucson TS27 that I anodized and then did sculpting on it.
Are there numbers set up in a way that like number 27 was the 27th model they made?
No. Their system is basically take a box of numbers and throw it up in the air, and whatever number sticks to the knife, that's the number.
They do have a few series that are similar, like some of the 140s will be the same. Like there'll be some similarities, but not really. Like, they just kind of do whatever.
And then I did just order that acuminal, because the site that I use to get wholesale prices, they ran out of the gray hand rubbed, and the 25% off is almost as low as I pay. So appreciate the deal, and I definitely snagged that. I'm broke now, but that's okay because I've wanted that model for fucking ever. Do you have any idea how long the acuminal is? It's a 4-inch blade. That thing is massive.
Yeah, I haven't held one. Which one is that, Ed?
It's the TS413 that I anodized the tie on it and the collars.
Yeah, that one's super cool.
Oh, I've got the I've got the Civivi Merit coming in, and then I've got the Remet Woodpecker coming in today.
Yeah, the Woodpecker's one I've wanted for a while.
Oh, and I got the Tuck knife, the Tuck Click. I got that in for review.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the one you were talking about, one where it's an auto, but it's also a manual.
Yeah, but it's too small for me. Like, I want an XL version of it.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. The handle's a bit small. How big are your hands?
Mine are big.
Yeah. Because my hands aren't huge. They're probably like a large, maybe an extra large. And yeah, I can hold it, but it's definitely a little small.
What did you do on that one, Ed? The hand rub?
The hand rub.
I've got I've got a bundle coming in today. I can't remember what all's in it. Oh yeah, that para and all those. I don't know. I didn't order one of those new full pattern rosies because I figured I've already got enough. Like, and I don't like the full ones as much as the Lemifshi ones because of the thickness.
Speaking of that, do you know what clones you'd want to trade, or which ones you have available for sale?
Yeah, I meant to get with you. I'm definitely gonna get with you today about that. But I mean, definitely I forgot which three you mentioned in that one time, but the Mac, the 3.0 Mac for sure.
Yeah.
There was. Which other ones did you want?
Well, I recently acquired a Jewful Rosie, but if you have, I mean, really just any of the
Like
clones
the
that have come
XL?
out, like if you have an XL, that would be dope. If you have a Lamia, that would be dope. Just any of those newer.
I've got a XL. I've got two of the
out.
XLs, and I wouldn't mind getting rid of the dark one.
Okay, so that would be dope.
And then I don't, but I've only got two Lamias, and I want to keep both of them because I got one of each kind.
That's fine. Do you have? Let's see.
Oh, that's a cool hand satin too.
Oh, that is really nice. I love hand satin on handles.
What knife is that?
McBee, Spyderco McBee, and that's the real one. I don't even think they make a clone.
I don't even think they make a clone of that, do they?
I don't think so.
Huh. You were about to ask something else, Sever?
Yeah. Do you have? I'm looking at the clones online.
I bought two of the transients whenever they get here.
Oh, I would love one of those. That would be fucking sick.
There's the stovepipe for you.
Yeah.
Oh, can you show the action on that? Holy shit! What is that?
That's the Bill the Butcher clone.
Damn.
That's the size that the Butcher is supposed to be.
That's fucking awesome.
The action on the Spyderco.
The blade's so big, it's just drop shit.
Bearings. It's on bearings, and it has a lock bar insert. The real one doesn't have a lock bar insert, and it's on washers.
Yeah, that action looks super good.
It's really good. It really is. So is the Paisan and the Nirvana. They're really good. I mean, I tuned it, but still, it's...
Do you have a Greenthorn Bio by chance?
No.
You talking to me?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've got one, but that's probably one I'm going to keep too.
What about the Beckerton Sailfish?
No, I don't have a sailfish. I've just got the two, the EMP EDC, the Relative, and the Nimble.
Do you have any hinderers?
Yeah. I've got the XM18 Auto, and I've got the Eclipse.
It sounds like the ones that you only have one of you want to keep. Am I right?
No, not the hinderers. I would get rid of the Eclipse, or the Auto, either one. I converted the Auto into a button lock, but I've got the spring still. All you have to do is put the spring back in.
I'd probably be more interested in the Eclipse. But I mean, yeah, it sounds like we're kind of in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And then I have that Tucson if you wanted to include that in the trade as well.
All right. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I've got to go help my daughter again today, but this afternoon when I get home, I'm going to try to work on some things for TC and for you.
Yeah, you got my cell number. You can just shoot me a text, brother. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I will.
there's no rush on it. I'm going to be available all day. So as long as I see your text message, then yeah, that's cool. I'll be good.
All right. Ed, I'm gonna send you some knives to take some pictures of too and to check out.
I will definitely like to do that.
Yeah. And I might get you to put, if you don't care,
Obviously,
I
I
might
like
get you
knives.
to put some hand satin on a couple.
I could do that.
I mean, we'll figure it out. Like if I got to pay you something or whatever.
Nah, I wouldn't worry about it.
I think we should do more group calls like this. This is kind of nice.
Yeah, I wanted to do this with a bunch of people sometime, but you know, I don't know. Some people don't want to hop on, whatever. I
Well,
get it. Like,
The other thing, what we do a lot on the other Discords is we just do the voice chats on the Discords because you can share videos and shit like that on there too.
Oh, that's super true. Yeah.
yeah, that would be
Facts.
cool. Some evening, like some Saturday or some Friday or Saturday night, we ought to get on the Discord and do that.
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
Koenig, did you put a mirror?
That was another thing I handled. I handled a real Koenig, and I think it blew the clone out of the water.
Yeah,
Yeah, they are pretty good.
Yeah, I don't
even
think the
the
clone captured
like
it at all.
like even the minis are good. The original mini.
Yep.
Do you well, amphibian?
I really want a micro tech stitch in the aluminum.
I want to fill a Gen 3 just to fill that zero blade play or whatever, the ZBP.
Same. I'm waiting for that ZBP to hit Blue Ridge Knives. That way I can pick it up cheap.
I got two of these, the titanium amphibians. If anybody wants one of them, I've got one of them.
Oh, I would actually like one of those.
Yeah, I've got two of those.
How's
they're both.
it feel?
Oh, it's great. A few people when they first came out on Reddit said they were all gritty and stuff, but mine never felt gritty. I mean, I always take mine apart and oil them and clean them. So some of those people that don't ever take their knives apart, I get it. When you buy Chinese knives, they're going to be gritty, but the action on them's great.
Yeah, I would prefer that over the Eclipse. And if I need to throw some cash on top, I can do that, like just to make sure everything's evened out and stuff.
Yeah, and this is another question I had for y'all. Do y'all know about silkies? Silky saws. So if you ever need a saw for like going camping, Silky makes the best saws possible. And this one's the big boy, but they make the different sizes. But they're the best like camping saws that you can get. And I mean, they cut up wood like firewood, like super quick. Silky saws. If you look on any of the outdoors people that have nice saws, this one's called the Outback, but this is a big one that they have. But they have smaller ones too. But it's basically like a big folding knife, but it's a saw, But they make quick work of wood.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
So if you ever need to buy one, get a Silky for sure. Hold on, let me put the video back on. No.
It's a slip joint, and it's probably one of the strongest slip joints you'll ever pull.
Oh, that is, yeah, you did show us that, I think, and talk about how dangerous it was.
Damn.
Yeah.
That thing will take a finger off.
I've also got the ZT Hinderer the 0392 in titanium. And it looks a lot like the Eclipse. This here, I'll just flash it real quick. But it's the titanium and blue Hinder design zero tolerance.
I like that. That looks really good.
That's another one I would get rid of too. Like,
so I think my top picks would be the extra large Rosie, the titanium amphibian, and then if you're willing to part with one of the transients, then one of the transients for sure.
All right.
And,
after I get some pictures and some stuff, I don't need both of those transients because I believe they're both. I don't know if the patterning is different on them or they're just different colors, but
yeah, I'll take whichever one.
That reminds me of my Rogue Shark a little bit. What is that?
It's a Reese Wyland fatty slash clone.
That thing looks wide. The blade looks thick. Oh yeah,
Looks so thick.
3/8. It's 3/8 thick.
holy cow!
What's behind the edge?
It's like 30, I think. It'll slice. I think. I haven't sharpened it recently, but it's hard to do over there.
It looks like you could club somebody to death with that.
No, you just throw it at them. You don't have to cut them.
Oh, I said club them, like CLUB, but yeah, you could just.
Time for another edge.
The Ketuo Soulstone is one I just did a review on, and that thing is a fucking monster.
Soulstone, is that the Doom knife?
Yeah, Beard of Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing weighs almost a pound. It's just crazy. I did get the Big Idea Design Pocket Knife 2 in, and this is probably the knifiest knife I've ever seen, and I fucking love it. It like screams user, but I mean, I thought it was going to be boring, but no, I got it in, and holy shit, I love this fucking knife, man.
You could turn on your video and show us stuff in the corner.
Who, me?
Yeah.
So I've got video on my camera, or I'm sorry, on my
on your phone. Yeah, my bad. I forgot about it. I forgot your PC didn't have a webcam.
Yeah, I need to get one. Let me pull.
I think.
Skype
Let me try something. Fuchs, since you just joined the channel, will you let us know if audio comes through? I'm going to turn it to active speaker and see if that makes it where whoever's talking, so we all can hear. That way, I can put.
I'm going to jump out and jump back in.
I think it should work on active speaker.
Uh-oh. Misfire.
Whoever's making noise. It's Fuchs, it's Ed and Sever 7. And I think you can hear whoever's active.
I'm not here. I'm a figment of your imagination.
Yes, so if I love the Nirvana and the Python. Do you like the Nirvana or the Python better?
I don't know. I like them both.
Yeah, they're real similar.
Hey, what's up, guys? Can you hear me?
No, we can't hear you.
We can hear you, but I'm not sure the chat can hear you. That's what I'm curious about. Because we're all on a Skype call together, so we can definitely hear each other, but I'm wondering if OBS is picking up whoever's talking. So go ahead and talk again, Sever.
Hello. Testing 1, 2, 3. Hello.
Yeah, I think all the audio's coming in.
Okay, dope.
Okay, cool. We'll slide you over to the
All right,
side
I'm good.
here. Where did Ed's go?
I don't know. Where did Ed go?
Oh, it's whoever's talking. Okay.
Oh, is it bounce back and forth?
Yep.
That's cool. You can kick me out if you want. That's okay. I won't cry.
No, I think if
Yeah,
if
yeah. I
if
probably.
Sever starts talking again and you're quiet, I think he'll pop up at the video.
Okay, so here is the Thai pocket knife, Big Idea Design Thai Pocket Knife 2. Knifiest knife ever. It's super plain. It's got a flipper. Pretty handsome blade.
Yeah. Now, why are you
Smooth
saying? Oh,
action.
that's what they said on the website. The knifiest knife ever.
No, I'm saying that because to me it just looks like the most plain, the
Yeah.
most basic knife. But I'm a big fan of it though because it's got really good action,
And what is that
and
again?
it just looks like a user. The Big Idea Design. I think it's just called the Pocket Knife 2.
Oh yeah, the pocket knife too. Yeah, I did see that one because they did it on a Kickstarter, I think, or indie or something.
Yeah, they started it on Kickstarter, and I think oh, anybody that hasn't seen this is the Cass brand Paladin, one of my favorite knives of all time. Front flipper only.
Yeah, that
Really good looking blade.
yeah, it is a good looking bait. I like the lines on that one.
Yeah, I like it so much I bought it twice.
It reminds me of that new knife we kept looking at. We saw it on the Blade Show video. I can't think what it is. Oh, is that what? And what is that one? Oh, that's the.
This is the Neutron Star. It's another one I bought twice. I really like the blade shape.
Yeah, I do
Really
too.
aggressive
How
harpoon
how
Tonto.
big is it? Can you get 4 fingers on the handle,
Um,
or like 3.5? Oh, it's fairly
yeah,
big.
I can get 4 fingers.
Yep.
Here, let me compare it. This is the smaller Rosie.
Okay. So it's in that medium size,
Yeah, so I can get 4 fingers on the Rosie too. So,
but yeah, but only if you use the forward choil, right?
well, this one doesn't really have a forward choil.
No,
So
I meant
even
on the
just,
Rosie. Yeah, you can only get 4 on it. Yeah, it's
yeah,
3 behind it. Yeah,
yeah, you're right. It is 3 behind it. I mean, I can squeeze my pinky on there
yeah,
without the choil,
but comfortably. Yeah,
but it ain't comfy. Yeah.
yeah. You've got your blur set on your photo on your camera on whatever, like the background blur or whatever. It's doing weird blurs around the edges.
How do I turn that off?
Oh, heck, I don't know. It could just be. I don't know. It could just be the connection. Oh, it's on Skype.
Oh,
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I turned off background blur.
Yeah. Ed, start. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we went back to Ed. All right, cool. So at least now I know that I can do the automatic switching.
You don't want to come back to me. I'm boring.
I think y'all. I
This
don't
is
think
probably
it.
the
It
prettiest.
doesn't ever switch to my camera, which is cool because I don't need it, but it switches back and forth between y'all, so that's cool.
This is the prettiest knife I have.
Yeah, artisan or
Yeah.
Remet. No, it's an artisan.
No, this one's artisan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think everybody should have one full dress knife, and this one's mine. Um, I picked it up for I think 400. and if you just go to the store and buy it, it's like $7, I think. So I got a pretty good deal on it.
Yeah.
I'll give you
I
$14
always-
for it.
Do what?
Then I'll give you $14 for it.
Done.
Oh shit! Well, in that case,
This is
You're like, oh, that was easy.
this is something else that they just released a new version of, a collabo, the Hokkaido Barker, and somebody just released one with holes in it. But I love this clone too. I love that blade shape.
Good. I like that knife a lot.
Yeah.
you mean like this
Keep
one?
it scale stupid. Full dress is what he said. Meaning full dress, meaning the scales and the blade are all fancy.
Yeah, normally it would mean Damasteel blade, but since my blade has a full mirror finish to it, I would still consider it full dress.
Yeah. $25.10 is the highest bid so far.
27.
You know what? I'm loving the direction we're going, right? We have a nice, consistent upward trajectory.
Oh, somebody popped in with a $39.99 and then a 50.
I'm out. 37. I'm out. That's too much.
Okay. Yeah, well, the weak ones will fall out early, right?
Yeah. But
Do
I'm
I
sure
hear-
you could
do I
hook
hear
you could hook some
60?
people up with that price if they were, if they were wanting one.
It's only $50 and $400 shipping, right?
Handling.
I hate when Amazon does that. It's like the worst.
It's a handling fee.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, like I just ordered some skiffs and I hate their I mean their shipping's not bad, I guess. Like, I think it's only $5, but I just always feel like I've got to order like 2 or 3 sets whenever I order just because of shipping.
Just to
Like-
break it even, yeah.
Like Amazon has spoiled us on all that free shipping.
I pay for it. They ain't spoiling me.
You don't have Prime?
I do. I pay for Prime. That's what I'm saying. It ain't free when you're paying for it.
Well, yeah, but if you order 200 packages a year and you pay $100,
Oh,
I mean,
Listen, they're whatever they charge, $25 or whatever it is. I get so much free shipping and shit on. I buy so much stuff from them almost every day.
yeah, I do too. Like and I'm one of those assholes that whenever they say, fewer shipping by letting it all arrive on the same day, I'm like, nope, you got to send me one package one day and the other package the next day.
Yep, I want it when I want it. I don't
How
want
did
it
I
when
get
you
to
want
that
it.
obsession?
Yeah, I think we all have that obsessive. What is it? What do they call it when you purchase? I can't think what it's called, but
Impulsive?
yeah, compulsive shopper like syndrome.
No, I just like to buy knives and lanyard beads.
Wait, is that a Peter Rosenti?
The Max Ace Rock.
Oh, it looks like the CFK Persian or CKF. Oh,
Every knife,
gotcha.
Sooner or later, they all look the same.
Yeah, TC
That looks
Blades.
good.
I meant to jump in on that Bearing Bounty program, and I should have.
What- What's
I
the
should-
close profile?
On the rock?
Yeah.
Is that a rock or a rook?
Rock. ROCK.
Oh,
Max Ace.
here, I want to show this real quick. Hold on just a second. So, anybody that doesn't like autos or that can't have an auto, you can buy the XM18 auto and you can take the spring out and turn it into a button lock. And it makes it, it's a lot funner because you can close it with one hand. The only problem with it is once you convert the XM18 auto into a button lock, it's locked when it's locked. So you can't like pull the blade out. So you can't put a hole in it and flick it because you got to hit the button to open it. But it makes it a fun knife. And then here's the Eclipse. I was going to show you that real quick. So the Eclipse has got that super aggressive, and it looks almost exactly like the ZT beside it, except for the blade shape is a little different. But the clip sides and everything look pretty much the same. Yeah. The Eclipse is cool. Whenever I turn on my video, the chat can't hear you for a second, and that's just a weird. I would have to, I need to put this. Whenever I show my video, I should just minimize this Skype window, so that way that they can still hear you when I talk. But the way I've been doing is just turning off the Skype for a second. But anyway, I'm getting it all figured out with the Skype. I just haven't had multiple people on the call, so I hadn't had a chance to test some stuff.
See, that's good though. It means you're getting more friends.
Right?
I remember whenever there was one other person in the stream, and then I jumped in and I was number 2.
Yeah.
That was I don't know, maybe like 6 weeks ago or something like that.
Yeah. I can't believe I've actually made it 68 days in a row, without missing one. I must not get sick
wild.
or.
Ed, what is the handle material on that rock? Is it like titanium and G10?
I am pretty sure it's tie bolsters, steel liners, and G10. It might be, it's tie. It's like the Goliaths. It's tie bolsters, steel liners, and G10. But the bolsters are so tight tolerance, it's hard to tell where they separate. But it's really thin tie bolsters and then steel liners.
I feel like that would be a super dope with a flipper delete.
Yeah, I thought about it, but I like the way it looks with it. How the angle is. And plus it's just it's a rocket ship with the flipper. It's crazy. I haven't tuned it for the thumb studs. I haven't found the need to. I don't really want to finger flick it. I like the way the action is with the flipper.
I found some hard to find Max Ace knives on North Mountain Blade. They're kind of hidden, but they have a DLC Max Ace Hella, and then they have a Max Ace crossbar lock, which I'd never seen before. But if you guys are ever looking for some harder to find Max Ace knives, I know they had a couple on there. And then I get 40% off all their knives, all of the North Mountain Blade branded knives. So if you guys ever want something on there, just let me know, and I can hook you up.
Appreciate it.
Here's one that you can use to chop your thumb off if you want.
I'm trying to find an XM18 Auto. OK Knives is sold out of them, I guess. I was going to send the link for that one, but everybody says they love your knife storage, Ed.
Well, I appreciate that. It comes in handy, except for when I keep buying knives and have to move stuff around.
How many knives do you think you have, Ed?
Here at the apartment, 283, I think now. 283.
Wait, where else do you have knives?
I have a collection that's in storage, that's secured.
Are those your rare knives?
They're expensive. They're insured. They're in secure storage. I don't show them off.
That's wild.
Yeah, there's a long story behind it, but the long story, as short as I can make it, is I hate people, and I don't want anybody to get the collection, and I don't show it off.
Well, it's a good thing I'm person and not people, so we're cool, right?
I mean, technically, you're human, and I have this thing where I don't like humans, but I do enjoy an occasional human now and then.
I'll take it. That's a victory.
You're on the good side. You're not on the bad side.
Hey, there we go. That's the reassurance I needed. I went to Mo Patty's. Oh, thanks, brother. I'll be quick. I went to Mo Patty's and Billy Barry's, and what I can say is handling their level of knives has kind of ruined my own collection for me because it was like an overdose. I got to handle such high-end, high-quality, what I would consider grails in such a short span of time that like most of my stuff doesn't compare. And now like I'm fidgeting my favorite knives that I have, and I'm just like, it's not the same. That's
I can
all.
sell you some stuff if you want. If you like fixed blades, I'll sell you a Jimmy Lyle Mission for $9,000.
Nine's a little steep. Would you take 8750?
If you go through my broker, she probably would because she's a bitch. Sorry for my language. If you go through me, I'm going to ask for more realistic prices.
Got it.
You can go on Arizona Custom Knives and see what they're selling for. Maybe you could come up with a good price.
I like Arizona Custom.
They're a little weird with their pricing, but they're pretty good for most stuff.
I just make offers, and I'd say 9 times out of 10, I get a favorable response.
Yeah, they're technically they're the same as a broker, roughly.
Right.
They're all right.
What I think somebody TC might pop in and see if we can get a fourth working.
Ooh, a four-way.
I think somebody might be knocking. I'll be right. I'm going to leave my phone here, but running, and I'll be right back, guys.
All right. Oh, I wanted to show something real quick, Ed.
Go for it.
So, keep it scale, stupid. Ask why delete flippers on a knife. So I'm going to show him why. Because it ruins the aesthetics on a lot of knives. So, as you can see on that one had a giant, massive flipper, and it was ugly, and it ruined the lines of the knife. So I deleted the flipper and put a thumb stud on. This is another example. This is a, it makes the lines on the knife a lot cleaner. This was the, I don't know, flipper tabs stick out and look like a little, I mean, as long as the knife has multiple ways to deploy it, then it, to me, I don't use the flipper as much as I use a reverse flick. So that's a Ferrum Forge, Archbishop 3 with the flipper tab delete. But I've done probably 9 or 10 flipper tab deletes just because it makes the knives look way better. Yeah, I can do split screens. I can do all that. I haven't had multiple people here, so I haven't had a need to, but yeah. So I can put, I would just have to add more sources, but that's no problem. So let me add another one. Hold on. Let me put Ed in his own window. All right, put Sever 7 up here. Put my camera. Hold on, let me turn off the Discord. Whoops. And it makes, I've got it on active speaker. I've got mine locked. Yeah, I can do all that. I just haven't. Hold on. I've got mine. Dang it. I should be able to do this pretty quickly once I get it set up right, but yeah, I can do it. Ed, do you like are you gonna carry your knife today now that you put a lanyard on it?
Well, I might be forced to if the one from Severed doesn't show up.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, that's funny. Whenever you started talking, I've got that one set to active speaker, so it puts you in.
The funny part is I don't know where the hell I just put it.
What is going on here?
That's because it's in my pocket.
Echo?
Echo?
Oh, it's probably because I had active speaker set up on that one window. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out, since I haven't had this before, I don't know. I got to get my sizes set right, but it's all good. Yeah, I think I fixed it when I took out TC. You should be able to click that link that I just sent. Oh, are you here? Oh, you are here. You don't have a microphone? Oh, well, why aren't you talking to us? I didn't know you were here because I didn't hear you. Let me try to add you in the video. Hold on. Yeah, usually somebody will start talking.
Did I just drop a hit of acid?
What about a hit of acid?
Oh shit!
Who's that?
This double over delay is crazy.
Who's that?
Oh yeah, you have to turn off your audio like from my stream because it'll throw you way off.
But I'm just using headphones. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Oh, TC Blades.
Hold
Yeah,
on,
so-
I got you.
Yeah, wherever it's coming out of your computer or wherever you're watching it, you need to turn that volume
Okay,
down.
we're all good now. We're all good. Yeah, I didn't know what was going on. I was like, oh my god, maybe I shouldn't have done this.
Oh, that's what you were talking about the acid for. Okay, now I get it.
Oh, it was trippy. I mean, not that I've ever done anything like that.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't do drugs.
Yeah. I don't either, not anymore.
I never have.
Not ever.
I've
Seriously,
That's
Ed?
good, though. You know,
not
that is
not
good.
a single day in my life. I've arrested
good.
people for
You
them.
know,
You guys are missing out because acid's a blast.
I've arrested people
yeah,
for them.
when yeah.
Shrooms are way
If you
better.
thought me and
I agree.
Chip
Shrooms
were
are
telling the
better.
truth, and you're crazy.
So who was it that jumped in?
TC Blades.
TC, what's up, man? I like that
What's up,
damtanium
guys?
velvet snake. I got that knife too, and it's gorgeous.
Oh my God, is the action not amazing on that?
Oh, yeah, I was gonna skiff it, but I was like, why? The action is so good.
I got that the same, like a day apart from the new tall boy, and I was all stoked about the tall boy. I had just gotten an email from White Mountain saying Velvet Snake is back in, so I bought it. But I was looking forward to the tall boy, and then I started playing with the Velvet Snake, and I was like, okay, dear God, this is a flipping nice knife.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a really nice knife. And yeah, I find it in my hand a lot the past 2 weeks.
All the deployments are tuned well. The top flipper, front flipper, thumb studs, access to the lock bar is amazing. It's a controlled drop. Like it really is good.
Yeah, I love it. It's definitely a keeper.
For sure.
So all y'all people that are on the Skype call, does my video feed come across showing y'all what's going out across the YouTube? Like, do y'all see the 4-way screen and all that?
Yeah, I have double screens. I have the Skype screen up in the corner, and then the YouTube is my main screen.
Cool, because I've got the virtual camera coming out of OBS going into Skype, so y'all are seeing what's broadcasting out of OBS on the Skype. Hey,
can I ask a question? Dealing with knives, obviously, and we're talking a little bit about live and YouTube, and of course, I realized I would have to make time for this, and you know, my daughter's in the height of her softball season and all that. So I planned on doing it like my first milestone for my channel. Then that just came and went. I was like, damn, you know. And then my next milestone came and went. So with that being said, I have a ton of shit I need to give away. I need to do a live giveaway. And I mean, any input on ways to do the giveaway, I would love for you guys to be there. It's completely Greek to me, but I have been sent stuff from Worksharp to give away. I have tons of tenable knives. I have some concept. I have a bunch of stuff I need to give away, and my wife is like just giving me that side eye because she's tired of seeing the boxes.
The easiest way to do it is just send it all to me and forget you had it.
You know, I was thinking about that, Fred. I really was. I thought if you made me a few necklaces out of paracord, we could probably just trade across the board.
I can make you whatever you want. I can make keychains, necklaces, bracelets, anklets, ding-a-ling rings.
Ooh, anklets. Anklets.
I can make ding-a-ling rings, whatever you want.
Well, they actually haven't taken a lot of paracord.
To answer the question truthfully, I see a lot of people do it by doing just a little bit of promotion for your channel. So they make people, you know, like a video, comment, and then tag one person. So in Instagram, like a lot of those giveaways, that's how they do it on Instagram, is they'll make you, you know, like the whatever thread or post that you make, and then they make you share it at least once. And there's certain sites you can go to that handle all that stuff, like checking that stuff for you. I haven't checked into it yet, so I'm not totally familiar with those sites. But there's also like random comment pickers and all that stuff that are free, available online that you can look up. You know, as far as I did, I just manually went through and checked everybody that had left a comment on any one of my videos because I wasn't too far in yet. And then I just made that wheel. But most people do it where you like this post and comment, blah, 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 and then they use a random comment picker.
I do like the idea of what you said, people that have commented, because I have tons of views, and now I'm guilty of this too. If I'll see a channel, and it's not necessarily a channel, but the knife, you know, it's a knife I want to look at, and so like I'll fast forward, watch it. I think we've probably all done that, you know. Open the knife, okay, I want to see that, you know. Let me see the knife. I don't care what the person really thinks. If it's not somebody I follow, like you, I listen to Tri-State EDC. I listen to, you know, I have Rochambeau. I listen to, but people I don't know. I'll watch a 10-minute video in 2 minutes, and I guess karma's a bitch because I get a lot of that. But I like the idea of going back and rewarding the people that took the time to comment. I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, that's why I did it. But then I realized there was a few people who commented like on one video and never came back again. And I felt bad about giving them the same chance to win as all these people that were really supportive. So there's those websites that do the random comment pickers. I think it can be based on, you know, a little bit of a ratio on how much they've commented. Like they'll have a better chance of winning than somebody that just commented once on one video, you know, 6 months ago. So So look in, like, go online and just look up some, like, giveaway random comment picker, and there's all kinds of people who have written scripts that'll do it for you. And it might
That's
just
cool.
have their little ad in the corner when you use the picker or something, but it's not a big deal for me. It's a lot easier than trying to do it yourself.
Cool. And I just wanted to get some insight on that and see what you guys think. And
I think I think if I were in your shoes, TC, I would do it MC style, because from my experience, people tend to come back to channels that have a community. And Metal Complex built his by doing a giveaway, once a week on his live stream. So I think if I were you, I would probably capitalize on that, make a game out of it where you have 2 winners and they, each pick out of a random assortment. And
right.
I think that'll help kind of build. I don't know. I actually just subscribed to you. I thought I already was, but I wasn't. So I just subbed. But I think that would probably help growth the most because you have the volume, so
Yeah.
maybe.
I definitely have the volume. I just don't have that community growth yet.
Well, and like you said, that people watch people they trust. And if people get to know you on a live stream, they're more likely to watch your entire video because they'll trust your opinion more because they know who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense. That's exactly what I just said. Yeah, I mean, no, I'm not saying that's what I said. I'm saying I didn't realize I was saying it. Yeah, I have the people I like to watch and the people I just. So yeah, I agree with you. That's thanks. And sometimes you just need that set of fresh eyes.
Yeah, you need somebody looking from the side. Yeah.
100%.
And
I need to do some giveaways too. Like, I've been thinking about it, like doing one now that I've got a few people coming in these lives. I need to do one like once a week to get rid of some of these dang knives.
Let me tell you, I absolutely love what you do every morning. Like, dude, I look forward to it. We were out of town this weekend down in Athens. We are LSU fans, and that's my only chance for my daughter to see the girls play is if they're playing out of town in a close college. And so I wasn't on as much as I'd like to be on YouTube, but yeah, dude, if I've never told you, I really, really, really enjoy what you're doing, and I do. I look forward to it every morning.
Well, I that means a lot to me, man. Like, I just knew that, like, if I just stayed consistent, that just like Sever said, like, there was one person, that first live stream or whatever, but I knew that if I just kept doing it every day, like, it eventually had to spread, and that guy Scott, I guess, on Instagram, and I'm not sure if that's the same Scott that's in the channel. I would hope it maybe is, but I'm not positive of that. But I know that there's a guy, guy Scott that's in here a lot, and I'm not sure if that's the same guy that runs that email where he sends off all the live knife shows. So that's what picked up and made more difference of people coming in than anything, is people seeing that getting that list of all the live stuff that goes on YouTube. And after he added, that's when it started picking up a little bit. But I just always love talking about knives, so I figured, like, when I get off work in the morning, I always got to wind down for a little while. So why not just do a stream every morning and have some other guys come in and teach me about, new knives and whatever. And so it means a ton to me.
You got to make crappy lanyards.
Yeah.
Hey, let me tell you, what you do is that takes some time and patience. And in the beginning, lanyards were kind of my thing, and I would scratch the vehicle with my the beads and stuff like that, or I'd get them caught on stuff because I was big. Like, I mean, I'm big now, but guys, I've lost 50 pounds in the past year, and yeah, so I was walking through the house like a bull in the china closet, and I'm sitting here scratching up wooden chairs, and my wife's like, "Okay, that's enough with the lanyards. Put the whole thing in your pocket." I was like, "But if I put the whole thing in my pocket, that defeats the point of a lanyard."
I don't have that problem. I spent over 32 years in martial arts, so I have really good spatial awareness. Anything
Oh,
that's
me too, but I was sumo.
anything that's on my body, I'm used to where it's at, so I don't bump into stuff.
That was just a really bad joke. Sorry.
Yeah, and
No,
and I
I get
appreciate y'all just the same. Like I look forward to it just as much, or if not more. Seeing other people come in here and tell me what they're carrying, and we can look up knives. And I don't know if y'all have noticed, but something I've tried to do, like a lot of channels, a lot of comments just get lost in the mix, and I try to go back and like make everybody feel like they're included in this thing, because because they are. Like that's how I feel about it. Like it's not me. It's us, so like everybody that comments about a knife, like I try to go back and look at it, and if it's one I hadn't seen or even one I've seen 10 times, like I still try to make them feel like they're part of the the stream. And so I think that's worked out good for me. So
TC Blades,
yeah, man.
how in the world, and this is coming from a place of congratulations but also jealousy, how in the world are you at 11,400 subscribers with 76 videos, bro? That is insane.
That's what I'm talking about. Like I've had people that watch my video and then subscribe, but then they don't develop any kind of community. And maybe that's my fault. But dude, I have no idea. Like it all started, like my initial plan was to do a giveaway when I hit 1,000, because I knew that what's the figure? Less than 8% make it past, make it to 1,000. And
I think it's like
so
1%.
to me that was, yeah, it was a crazy number. I remembered. And so that was going to be my big milestone. And I was going to do 500, then 1,000. And then one morning, my wife's, looking at my channel. She goes, you're at 1,200 subscribers. I was like, oh, bullshit, And I was. And so I was like, well, I'm just going to keep making videos, even if they're crappy, whatever. Things will work out. It'll get better. It's kind of like I do photography and videography now. And I look at stuff from when I first started to now. And I'm like, I can't believe people ever paid me back in the day. So I figured my YouTube, I'd grow and get better. And I say that in my videos, guys. And I tell people, tell me what you didn't like and all that. And some people do, and then most people don't. And, I'm a firm believer you can't get better if people don't tell you. And I hadn't gotten the feedback. And I'll look in like a lot of my videos. I have no idea why. Or like Philippines, Thailand,
Germany.
Germany, yeah, Germany's huge, which I get Germany. They have a big knife culture like we do. And of course, I sit there and thought about the Philippines. I'm like, yeah, they do too. A lot of theirs are legal now, but it's still part of their culture. And it just kept going and going. And I invested a little bit better in a camera, and I've changed some angles. Actually, I'm getting ready to post my first video of, do I have it right here? I thought I had it right here. I was going to show y'all. Anyways, it's that new, it's a Swiss tack, but it is in DLC on the blade. And what is PIS, PEI or something like that? I always forget the yellow scales. Ultim. Yeah, Ultim. And I was like, no way. So I bought one. And like I grinded on the blade with and y'all, I will start talking circles, so stop me. I grinded on the blade, wiped right off. I was like, okay, this is legit. So anyways, I did a new video with the camera, what I think it should be, kind of what we all do, straight over the top. So I'm getting ready to publish that one. But to answer your question, I don't know.
Yeah, and I'll tell you honestly,
and
Silver 7,
all those views.
The first time I went over there, I had the same exact question. I was like, how do you have so many subscribers with this few videos? And I'm not going to lie, what popped in my mind was what you said other people have accused you of. And but now that when you initially came in and said something about that, I was like, well, he's got to be being honest about that. Like, he's not doing that. But,
my thought is if it's as easy as everybody makes it sound to buy subs, like when I first got accused of it, I mean, okay, call me an idiot or call me, maybe I'm old, approaching 50. I didn't even know what the hell they were talking about, buying subs. And like, the closest thing I ever did to buying subs was I tried to, through YouTube, so not some kind of third party or anything, was to just promote your video, basically give it preferential placement. And every social media does that. There's nothing wrong with that. Well, I'm going to tell y'all now, YouTube shut that shit down real quick because they're like, we will not predict, we'll allow it, but we will not promote weapons. I mean, they shut it down like in no time. I was like, okay, well, that ain't happening. Because I would do that with my photography stuff. I would promote it. And, but yeah, I tried to do 2 promotions on 2 of my earlier videos, and YouTube shut that shit down. And then they threatened to actually suspend my channel.
Did you get a bunch of subscribers during that time?
No, actually, because if I go look at my channel, let me do that real quick on another window. Hold on. I will tell you
one quick question for you, TC Blades, if I can.
So
my channel is Sever7 SEVRSEVN. If you get a chance, do you think you could, because your thumbnails look really good, can you glance at my thumbnails? They're all pretty much the same. And just let me know what improvements you think I could make, because I'm not a picture or a videographer type of guy. I just try to put something that shows the knife and then has some sort of wording on it, and then usually one emoji.
Right. No. Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you, and I still think I can always, like, I have this odd, all right, real quick. I used to be a chef. For 22 years, I was a chef. And so, like, Japanese have this thing called Kaizen. And Fred, you may have heard this, being in martial arts, but it's constant improvement. Learn from your mistakes. Every day is going to be better than next. And so I try to do that with everything. I've done it in the culinary world. I do it in photography and all that. And so I'm going to try to do it in this. So I think I can always get better at my thumbnails, but my thumbnails have come from food photography. I mean, that's where it is. But as a lot of the coloring stuff, and when I do show knives, I normally show the knife. I'm not a fan of those people that they place the knife on the spine and show pictures, and they don't tell you what knife you're about to look at. That to me, that is just clickbait. In other words, you have to click on that video to see what that knife is. And I do it. There's some very respected YouTubers, and I'm not shaming them, but they that's just what they do. And I've done it on a couple, but I was like, you know what? No. But so yeah, absolutely, Severn. I will definitely look at yours. So the 2 I tried to promote, and I'm scrolling back, guys. The All In, where you see poker chips, pokerchips.com made me some poker chips. And if you guys email me, I'll send you all some poker chips. It's got my logo on one side and QR code on the other. And I figured, okay, that's pretty mundane, poker chips. And actually, I think they did promote that one. But then I tried to promote, because they were early on, I'm scrolling back. Okay, I tried to promote the Walmart misspelling of the Civivi around Christmas time. And I tried to promote the, I called it the Poppin' Penguin. It was my second video because Austin at Traditional Pocket Knives sent, even though it was my second video, he sent me and my son that knife. He said, here's your first knife to make a video on, And I thought that was awesome. I was like, oh my gosh, somebody sent me a knife. So those are the 2 I tried to promote, and yeah, YouTube shut me down, and I was just like, this is bullshit. So, but yeah, man, I'll definitely look at your channel. And it's funny, like thumbnails make a difference. Like if you look at me when I'm talking about the Medusa, 16,000 views, I attribute that to kick-ass thumbnail. And it's not the Medusa, it's the Sparrow with that Medusa carbon
fiber. Yeah.
fiber. And then the dude, the Kaiser tomb. I'm proud of that thumbnail, and I'm showing the knife, but unless you really pay attention, you don't realize you're looking at the knife. So I was really proud of those two thumbnails, and I think that's why those two blew up. But yeah, guys, if I knew what I did right to get where I was, shit, that's what I'd focus on, and I would run with it. But I'm going to tell you, I have a pretty tough skin, but I have loved the knife community since I've jumped back in a little over a year ago. And it really kind of hurt my feelings, dude, that I got accused of cheating, per se. I was just like, wow, okay. Here I am lucky to get a video posted, and I'm being accused of cheating the system. And I thought to myself, if I cheat the system, why doesn't everybody cheat the system? Because there's people that know about computer and algorithms that know a hell of a lot more than I do, you know. So anyway, sorry, you guys can tell I don't get to talk to adults all day.
The alternative, though, for somebody on the outside looking in, they really only have two options whenever they see your channel. They have to assume you're cheating, or they have to assume they're doing something wrong. Most people
Right.
don't like to take accountability, so most people will default to you're cheating, because
Right.
that's an easier pill to swallow than, okay, he's doing something right that I'm not doing. And, so I mean, like for me, whenever I looked at your channel, my first thought was, okay, he's doing something I'm not. How is he doing it? Let me learn. My first thought was not that you're doing something wrong, just because you don't seem like the type that would do that. But I wouldn't let it get you down too much, though, because they're only blaming you because they don't want to blame themselves.
Yeah, I mean, in a heartbeat, like my channel, out of all the subscribers I have, and this is what I don't think a lot of people realize, I'm not monetized. I would trade all these subscribers for view time in a heartbeat. Because if I could, I'd be monetized a long time ago.
How many watch hours do you have?
Hold on, I'll go right there right now.
Because I'm not monetized yet either.
Oh, you got to go to studio after that. Okay.
I'll show you mine. If you show me yours.
Absolutely, that sounds like fun.
You guys want to be alone for a minute? Holy cow!
I'm watching.
I mean, I got cameras.
We're gonna get a lot. We're gonna get a lot of views now. Okay, go to earn. Excuse me. Yeah. So
you can share the screen. Well, you don't have to share the screen, but you can on Skype.
I'll tell you, I'm only at like 500 public watch hours, and over just a touch over 12,000. I don't do a lot of shorts though. Public short views, and it says you have to have 3 million short views or 3,000 watch hours. So like the average, I think, where is it? I can't remember where to find it. Like the average watch time for mine is like right at 3 minutes. On almost all my videos are 10 to 12 minutes. So that's seriously like somebody fast forwarding me unboxing it, looking at the knife and moving on. Not commenting, nothing. And that's, I don't know. I mean, I have a shitty voice, so I mean, I got to figure out that niche. I would trade all those subscribers in a heartbeat for more viewer time.
How many total views do you have? Go to analytics.
Okay, I was sitting there at earn, where it shows you what you need and have done.
And you can change the last 28 days to lifetime.
Okay, let's see.
Can you see my screen?
Okay, in the last 28 days, I've had right at 30,000. So let me do see more and change the lifetime.
So my lifetime views, I've got 367,000 views.
I've got 68,200. I've got 1,000 watch hours.
I am just under. I'm right at 100,000. Like probably, if I get lucky with this new video today, I'll hop over 100,000. Over 300,000 impressions. What's an impression, guys?
It's a click through. It's a, I don't know, but it's a.
Well, I've got over 300,000 of those. Right at 2,000 watch time hours.
So you've got 2,000 watch hours.
So yeah, I think it averages out to like 2 minutes of video.
I've got 3.8 thousand. I've got 367,000 views. But then if I go to my earn tab, see, here's the thing I don't understand. So you know how you're supposed to have 3,000 watch hours in order to monetize?
Right.
Well, when I go to my lifetime watch time, y'all can see right there in the middle on my watch time, it says 3.8 thousand. So, but when I go to my earn tab, so when I scroll down to my earn tab,
it doesn't
what count your shorts.
Like my earn tab shows I'll have a third of what it requires, or
Yeah,
what
see,
it says I have.
Yeah, I've got 1,648 under my earn tab.
Like,
but I've got 3.8 thousand on my main watch hours. So I don't know how they. I think shorts don't count towards your watch hours. I don't think.
No, and I think that's why they separate it. So whichever one you reach first, will monetize you, because it does say one or the other. It doesn't say both.
Well, you have to have at least 500 subscribers and one or the other.
But yeah, dude,
like
I told my wife, I was like, I'm gonna start having you do the reviews and unboxings, and just from your hands, your arms, and your chest, because my wife is well endowed, and I said, we're going to monetize this channel one way or the other. I'm just joking.
I'll photograph it.
I'm going to tell you something. Like, I am
not
not a feet person, but oh my God, my wife would die right now. And you know what? I'm going to go back later today when she gets home and show her this part. So let me see where we were at when I say this.
2 hours and 32 minutes in.
So my wife has beautiful feet. She does. And I said, man, baby, you have your morals and your standards. I said, there's nothing wrong with Feet Finder. I said, you could probably retire from teaching and we would never have to work a hard day in your life. I said, you need to do a Feet Finder account. I said, all you ever show is your feet. I said, there are people out there that absolutely love it. That's why there's a platform for it. And she laughs, but I'm like, listen, we could spend half the year in the Caribbean and the other half at, I can go to every blade show, West, Texas, and Atlanta.
I'll offer my photographic services. All you have to do is pay me in knives.
You know what? Bet we would. Listen. Done.
Done and done.
I mean, like, I'm going to tell you guys, I don't know who's all been to a blade show. My first one was in Atlanta, because I'm only like 2 hours from Atlanta, in upstate South Carolina. And I walked in. Now, I've been to huge, like, blade shows, or not blade shows, like food shows and stuff like that. I walked in, and I was just like, holy shit. Like I felt like I was on the spectrum, because it was sensory overload. And if you've never been, dude, pawn something, sell some knives, do something, and go to a blade show. Like, it's an experience like none other. And everyone, it is like you're with 4,000 or more people, probably more than that, of your best friends. Everybody gets along. Like, it is insane. I would definitely say do a blade show. Like, we're planning on going now. I mean, this year already got got it all set up. So definitely do a blade show.
Yeah, Atlanta's going to be my first blade show.
Oh my god, dude, you're gonna love it. You're gonna absolutely love it. And now you got your nuts, the ones that buy like the early bird tickets and that camp out the night before. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm a knife nut, but there is no prototype that I'm going to camp out for. I would rather spend hours in front of a computer and search for months to find that grail. I'm not camping out and those early bird guys, when the gates open and when the regular gates open, they run like it's Black Friday. I don't do that. I roll in when I roll in, man. I'm going to tell you the best day to get deals, Sunday. They don't want to pack it up. Just like any kind of a fair or something like market, they don't want to pack it up. And if they can sell it, they'll sell it. If they can't, they can't. But if they can sell it, they'll sell it.
That's a good point.
Especially the smaller makers. So you could, in fact, probably get a rare custom-made knife for cheaper than you would probably get a sought-after production on the last day. Yeah, but what's up, Boudreaux? I got Boudreaux the Blade next to me. He's one of my mascots. He's our family German Shepherd. I've held $12,000 swords. And I've looked at my wife. I said, if we were rich and I had $12,000, I'd buy this. I mean, you can just tell. You can really tell when you're holding something that has been crafted by a master. So, anyways, like I said, you guys can tell I don't get to talk to adults all day.
Yeah,
German
I
Shepherd.
feel that.
I am gonna have to wind up here soon because it's been 2 hours and 37 minutes now, and I'm tired from last night. I've been up all night, and I got to go help my daughter this afternoon. But today's been awesome, man. Seeing working out the kinks with Skype and seeing all y'all come in and seeing that everybody can hear us all. That was awesome. I appreciate y'all popping in and testing all that for me. And I'm pretty sure things will change from now on, and there'll be more people on now that people aren't scared, and now that we can do it, So it'll be cool.
It.
Yeah,
I'm never scared.
It,
You guys are the ones that got to put up with me. I'm not scared at all.
Yeah, well, I know, but some of the others.
You around, Fred. I enjoy watching you work. And besides, I'm a bit of an introvert, so this gives me a chance to talk to people.
Yeah. I didn't mean necessarily y'all because y'all popped up here, but I mean some of the others that aren't here might see y'all and not be so worried, about popping up.
I'm going to share it in the other threads. I mean, I don't think I'm unique by being the only person that enjoys it. I love the content. You'll get those people that don't like talking about the clones like we do.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about you, Fred. I'm talking about the other hardcore people. But let me tell you, there are some clones that are truly amazing, and and if I was a millionaire, I would be paying $5,000 and $6,000 for some of these knives. But also, too, I love modding, and I'd be damned if I screw up a $2,000 knife when I had the opportunity to practice on a $150 knife first and like the results, and then maybe mod the real one.
Yeah, I've caught lots of flack for my clone. In fact, there's other Discords that talk shit about my channel just because of the clones, and they changed my logo.
Say I cheat.
Yeah, they changed my logo from Knives Our Life to Clones Our Life and made little memes and stuff. But it doesn't bother me at all because I have very thick skin and I love my clones. So I'm not gonna quit talking about them, and I'm very blunt and express my opinion about all those things, and so everybody knows exactly where I stand on all that.
Right.
And so yeah.
No, I agree,
so
man. And don't
Blade,
change. That's what makes you you.
Yeah.
TC, don't forget to check out the shorts, or not the shorts, but the thumbnails for me.
No,
and then
will.
You can hit me up in the Discord.
Yes.
And then Blade Alchemy.
Yep. Yeah, I'll get with you this evening about about that trade or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we don't have to finalize it. Just let me know, if there's anything else you have. That way,
Yeah.
I can kind of go through and pick what what I'd like. But all right, guys, I'm gonna cut. I got homework to do.
All right,
So
Homework?
you guys have an awesome one. Yeah, I'm 37 and back in college for the 7th time.
Hey, man.
So,
Persistence, man. There's nothing wrong with that.
yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh, I do it for my son, just so he knows what it looks like to be persistent. So.
it is. Yeah. Hey, Fred, I
Right.
enjoy just staring at your collection. Thank you. Thank you for being here and being live.
You mean
Yeah,
Ed?
it's Ed.
Ed, sorry, y'all. I just bought, like as we were talking, I bought a quiet carry from Fred, and that's Fred. So that's why I called you Fred instead of Ed. I apologize.
From Fred the Lug?
Yeah. He's out of town.
Yeah.
He told me, he said, if you don't pay me, not threateningly, he wasn't like, if you don't pay me now. No, he said, hey, I'm getting ready to be out of town for 2 weeks. So if you don't pay me now, it'll be a little bit before you get your knife. And I just paid him. So
Fred has become my new knife crack dealer.
I'm going to tell you, I spent probably an hour talking to Fred the other day before I decided to buy the knife. And wow, so he's going through pictures, showing me knives. And he's like, this person, this person. I was like, damn, Fred. I said, even if I knew that many people, I couldn't remember them all.
That's a Freddy knife. That's a Freddy knife. That's a Freddy knife.
I just bought a Neutron Star from him.
Oh, wow.
And he gets a lot of prototypes.
Those are from Freddy.
Yes, he does. He, guys, y'all notice I'll do, I go blank a lot, and one day I'll explain that. There's actually a reason for it. But yeah, Fred is, he's very, I like the way he does his system now, and he told me, and I hope I'm not giving anything away, it's not a secret or anything, but he said he's built his collection up, he and his son, enough to where they no longer spend their money. It's knife money, and that's it.
They sell it and then
it's
buy something else.
self-sustaining.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm gonna let my
Yeah.
buddy get some sleep, and I'm gonna hop off here too. So
See you guys in the morning.
yes,
All right, guys.
absolutely.
Appreciate it. I'll see y'all again soon.
See you later.
I'm going to finish up the video here. Let's see. Y'all know me. I got to talk for a couple minutes. All right. See you. Oh, no problem, man. All right, y'all. It's just me again. That was fun. That was definitely different. Like, I didn't know. I'm going to have to get some scenes set up now to where I can just click one button and it'll pop us all into all 4 windows. But I'm getting better and better with OBS daily, so I should be able to figure that out pretty easily. And I don't think I did bad for the first time having multiple people on. Yeah, it was great hearing from all those guys and seeing stuff, and I hope that lets the rest of y'all know that you can pop on, and if you want to show yourself, you can. If you don't want to show yourself, you don't have to. And Pete, I did not see those yet, but I will check them out as soon as I get a chance. I appreciate you doing that for me. Yeah, drummer, for sure, man. Yeah, everybody's welcome to pop in. And like I said, if you don't have a camera, you can always use your cell phone. If you don't want to be on camera, you can be like me and point the camera down or, do whatever. I just appreciate y'all being here and sharing your love of knives with all our fellow brothers. Means a lot to me. And I kind of want to be the one to lock up the morning knife talk, lives, and I think we're doing a good job of that so far. If y'all could do me a favor, if y'all got any other knife friends that might be awake at this time, tell them to come join us. I don't do much publicity at all. I just kind of let it be organic and do it as it, as it happens. But I need to do a little better job. But I've wrangled in a few people from Reddit, and I'm going to continue to do that. But I just think it's cooler. The more insight we have on knives and the more different views we have, the better. So I'm going to start doing an evening stream on either Friday or Saturday nights, just occasionally, because I know there's some other people like Bees Blades who always does Friday nights. So I was thinking maybe either Saturday or Sunday nights. But anyway, I appreciate y'all all being here. Y'all know we'll be back again in the morning for the same thing again. I look forward to it. I'm sure more than even y'all do. If you haven't joined the Discord, it's a great place that we can all, we can get in there and video chat and talk, when I'm not on. So we can do that on some Friday and Saturday nights too. Like Pete said, the evenings work out better for some people because they're not having to work. So that'd be awesome. I can't really think of anything I forgot. Let me check my notes here and see if there's anything that I wanted to talk about that I didn't. Yeah, I don't know where we got with all the feet talk and boob talk, but it was fun for sure. I don't have any links. Should get some new knives delivered soon, so that'll be fun. TC, I'm definitely going to hit you up about getting some of these knives to you for Jed. So I'll try to do that this evening too when I get hold of Sever, whenever I get back from helping my daughter. So yeah, y'all have a great Tuesday, and I'm off tomorrow, so we can do whatever tomorrow morning, and I'll see y'all tomorrow, and y'all have a great one. Peace.